So let's talk about my zepbound experience, because all I'm getting is messages whenever I post an update of my weight loss journey, I guess you could say. It started like back in August of 2025. It's now 2026, exactly 1 year. And I love it. I used it as a way for me to kickstart this whole like new Anna, like new me. Because one, I was turning 50, so I needed it to be in better shape. I was at the highest I've ever been. I want to say it was like 172 pounds, maybe even teetering at 175. But yeah, I had my physical from last year, like scared me. So yeah, I got on zepbound. I paid out of pocket. My insurance reason wouldn't cover it, but I did have a, what is it called? A comorbidity, because I had high blood pressure and I also had like high cholesterol. And I was also, my BMI was like 1 point away. Regardless, I was technically eligible for it, but not with my insurance's eyes, I guess. So I ended up paying out of pocket. I got it through row.co, and I had nothing but great experience with Row. Totally not sponsored whatsoever. I paid out of my own pocket. And yeah, I literally like refer Row to so many people because my experience was amazing with them. Like when I have something in my mind, I'm very type A when it comes to that. Like I'm gonna follow rules, you know? So did my research on it before I even really started. Asked around and ended up getting a lot of info, and a lot of people helped me out with a lot of information, which I'm very thankful for. I first started it, I was starting to change my eating habits, you know? I started on the 2.5 dose, which is the starter dose on zepbound. So I did that for a month. Then the next month, I went on the 5. For 3 months, I was on the 5, which is like the second lowest dose. And then that's when row.co was like, hey, you're losing too quickly. But I really wasn't. I was like, I think 1 pound over what they considered too quickly. So they dropped me back to 2.5. And from that point on, I was just on 2.5 up until I want to say February is like when I reached my first milestone of like I had 2 weight goals, either 135, 125, and now 120. So 3. So around February, I want to say I hit 135, and that was awesome. And then still wanted to lose a little bit more just to have a safety cushion, because I'm not planning on being on this forever, you know? Like I just wanted it to kickstart me, you know, getting healthy, you know? February, still at the 2.5. And by the time I want to say April rolled around, I got to my goal weight of I want to say 20-ish or whatever. And from that point on, from April, I've just been on maintenance, which means technically I could have just gone off of it, is what they said. But I was advised by people that I know, and someone that actually, a client of mine that works for Manjaro, zepbound, she told me to wean myself off of it. So that's what I'm doing. So, you know, weaning as in not just cutting off cold turkey, because that's usually when like you become ravenous and the hunger cues come back and all that stuff. Oh yeah, by the time April rolled around, I was already doing like 2.5 every like 10 days. And I did that for, I want to say maybe a month and a half, 2 months. And then now, August now, so I want to say, yeah, I've been doing it like twice a month, 2.5 every 2 weeks, since like kind of spacing out my dosage. And like with that said, I'm also at the lowest dose. I don't really feel too much of the hunger cues. I do, but I don't, but it's normal, is what they say. Like you're supposed to feel hungry, but not like ravenous, you know? I'm rambling. With that said, the whole time that I've been on this, I've literally been watching what I'm eating. Like Jesse and I have been eating pretty clean. We've been working out, walking every day, I was doing spinning and Pilates, and now I've switched to like Pilates and strength training. I do that like three times a week. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. It's working. At my lowest now, I'm at 115. I actually don't want to be at 115. I don't mind it, to be honest, but I don't want to be any lower, which is funny. The scale's really funny. This morning when I weighed myself, I was 114. I kind of got scared, and then that's why I weighed myself this afternoon. I was like, I can't be 114. I want to be like, my sweet spot is like 120-ish. So yeah, nothing but good things to say with my GLP experience. So that's that. Instead of answering my messages one by one. Here's a video. Okay, bye.